Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today I'm going to speak about scammers. And the topic is user beware, scammers on the prowl. So there's a lot of scammings going on, mostly to the elderly and people that don't know better. And I think we need to address this and pass the information to as many as we can so that many people can be aware of what is going on with the scammers because I mean this is a million or billion-dollar business, and it needs to be addressed. Indian scammers have gained notoriety for their involvement in various fraudulent activities. Here are some insights into their tactics and impact. Call center scams. India has both legitimate call centers, outsourced jobs from Western countries, and a thriving dark side of scam call centers. Scammers often target victims in the US and the UK using tactics like tech support scams. And they will always say, that they represent Microsoft, which is not true because Microsoft does not do tech support. So please make a note of it. They do not do tech support. So tech support scammers send pop-ups claiming victims' computers are infected. They provide a helpline number to victims to call. Once contacted, scammers milk victims for money to fix non-existent issues. So you're browsing the internet. One thing that I want you to make sure that you have an antivirus installed, Defender is enabled, and you have a firewall. At least you have some defense. If you see a pop-up like that and you have no idea what it is, do not call the number. Just close that window or close that site that you want to. You're not infected. But if you are, get a local technician to help you. Do not call any of those numbers that you get in that pop-up. Okay? So targeting vulnerable populations, scammers often prey on elderly, isolated individuals who are more susceptible to manipulation. So, there's some personal stories here that you can read, you can pause, legal actions, financial cybercrimes. So financial cybercrimes constitute over 75% of all cybercrimes in India. 75%. My goodness. If I show you a map, look at that. State-wise breakdown of scammers from India. Wow. See, they're all over the place. Only the gray ones they have no data because it's not enough to put it on the map. But as you can see, you know, this is a state-wise breakdown of scammers from India, like a lot. Okay. While India has legitimate call centers, it's essential to address the dark side of scamming and protect vulnerable individuals from falling victim to these schemes. Protecting oneself from scammers requires vigilance and awareness. Here are some key steps to safeguard against various scams. Be skeptical of unsolicited communications. Yeah, phone calls. Be cautious when receiving unexpected calls, especially those claiming urgent issues, tech support, legal matters. Scammers often use fear tactics. So, don't fall for the those tactics. Emails. Avoid clicking on suspicious links or downloading attachments from unknown senders. Verify the legitimacy of emails before taking any action. If it says that it's coming from your friend and you don't know what they're talking about, is just give them a call. If it's a bank, call your bank. Because a bank is never going to ask you to pay something A bank is not going to send you a receipt or anything like that. So check before replying or downloading any suspicious links that you were not expecting. Verify identity, caller ID. Don't trust caller alone. Scammers can spoof numbers to appear legitimate. Ask questions. When contacted by phone, ask for details about the caller's identity, company, and purpose. If you're not sure, then don't ask them for the number because they might have a number set up that you can call them. They're gonna say, "Yeah, sure, this person works for me," but no. Tell them, "Okay, listen, I'll call you right back. Give me your number," and then you call the business. If the business is legit, you should be able to Google it and find it anywhere. So educate yourself and others. Stay informed. Learn about common scams and their tactics. Share the knowledge with friends and family. Tech support scams. Understand that legitimate tech companies will never call you out of the blue, especially Microsoft. They don't have a tech support center. Okay. Use strong passwords and enable two-factor authentication if you don't know how to do that. Again, contact a local IT support person or go to Geek Squad in Best Buy or whatever support site or place that you can go to. Um, Online security. Regularly update passwords and avoid using guessable ones. Enable two-factor authentication. Financial accounts. Secure your bank accounts, email, and other critical services. If you don't know how to do that, see if you can contact that cybersecurity specialist or anybody that knows how to secure those accounts. Check web authenticity. The URLs, verify the URLs before making online transactions. Look for the HTTPS and check for misspellings or suspicious domains. QR codes. Be cautious when scanning QR codes. Verify their legitimacy. Report suspicious activity, of course. I mean, if anything happens, you got to report it because the more knowledge we have about the scammers, the better. We can start blocking them or doing some type of investigation against them. Okay, so we can track them. Consumer protection agencies use platforms like BBB Scam Tracker to report incidents. At the end of this video, you'll see a list of places that you can go to and search on Google. Avoid urgent decision or payments. So avoid anything urgent decision like, okay, pay now or you're going to get disqualified, or pay now or because you'll be terminated, whatever. Pressure tactics. Scammers often create urgency to force victims into quick decisions. So take your time and think critically. Payment methods. Avoid paying cryptocurrency or gift cards. Scammers prefer these methods due to their irreversibility, meaning you're not getting your money back. Remember that scammers constantly adapt their tactics, so staying informed and cautious is crucial. Share these tips with others to create a safer online environment. So here's a list of websites that you can search that will give you an idea. The Indian scammers numbers, mostly numbers, and some of them have like business names and stuff like that. So you can search on Google and find all that information. There's one little book that I wanted to show you. It's called The Little Black Book of Scams, and this is a Canadian book, The Little Black Book of Scams. So I'm not doing it. I'm not getting any money out of this. I'm not getting paid to show you this stuff. But I feel that it is important for you to know exactly, make you aware of what's going on. You know, so you can see the different type of scams. Lottery, sweepstakes, and contests, pyramid schemes, money transfer requests, internet scams, mobile phone scams, health and medical scams, emergency scams, dating and romance scams, charity scams, job and deployment scams, small business scams, service scams, handy hints to protect yourself, scams and you, what to do if you get scammed. Uh, this is a good reading material for you to get informed. Again, going back to the site, it's called the Little Black Book Scams, and it's in the PDF format. You can download it. If not, just look it up in Google and you'll find it. And it is very useful information, you know, that you can, in reality, educate yourself, and you can pass the knowledge to your family, because it is important that you are, as a user, as an end user, you need to be aware of what's going on. You Let's say somebody calls you or sends you an email saying that you won $1 million. I mean, how can you win $1 million if you did not enter the contest? You know, that's it's ridiculous, right? So you got to be suspicious. And besides, if they ask you to pay up front for this and that, then it's a scam. You know, so it's always you got to play it smart. You know. So also the websites, not all websites are legitimate. You got to make sure that whenever you go to a site, that it has to be a site that you know of. Don't just go nilly-willy to any website. You know, be smart. Surf the internet very smartly, or smart. Be smart when surfing the internet. That's what I meant to say. See, so this is an introduction to that to the Little Black Book, and it shows you, and it tells you what the scammers do not discriminate. Protect yourself, and like I was saying, the different topics about lottery winnings. It shows you, the pyramid schemes. And anyways, I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, because it's better that you educate yourself, learn, and be aware, and then share the information to your friends and family. Okay, and remember, you need to stay safe, be aware, and know exactly what's going on. So share the knowledge, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.